folks, welcome back. That's right, we are putting in the world's largest duck hunting blind in the lease today. Okay, it's probably not the world's largest, but it's not a small one. Okay, this is what's digging the hole, if that tells you how big it is. And we're bringing it in on a semi, and we have to use a crane to lower it in the hole. So it's gonna be an absolute giant. So we got the old 300 out here, out at the lease. We've talked about this for, well, since we got the lease about a year ago, wanting to put a really sweet underground bunker blind in the lease for duck hunting. I mean, you're talking something that's got a kitchen, a living room, a couch potentially. I mean, this is gonna, you guys have seen us. We've hunted in that one big underground bunker. We've made a couple videos, made one this year. Very similar. I hinted at this project in that video if you guys saw it. Today's the day. Now, that one we hunted out of, I think it's like 36 long and maybe 16 foot wide, okay? Well, I had this thing built and it's getting brought in because it's made out of metal. The other one's made out of concrete. So instead of building it on site, we built it off site and we're bringing it. So it can't be 16 foot wide because if you know anything about DOT, they don't like anything over 12. So what did I do? I made it 12 foot, okay? Just right there in the sweet spot, 12 foot wide, and it's 24 feet long. So it is a big, giant metal configuration thing. It's a metal box we're gonna bury today underground. And so right now the boys are trying to figure out exactly where we're gonna put it. They're sitting here figuring it out, but we're gonna be using OnX to get precisely where we wanna put this blind. Huge shout out to those guys for sponsoring today's video. If you guys wanna download it, it'll be linked in the description down below, and make sure you use promo code FLAIR to get 20% off. We've been a huge fan of OnX for a long time. I use it almost daily. We've got everything out here on the lease marked. I'll pop up a map here. I mean, you can see we use this religiously. We know where every tree stand is, every blind is, every trail, every food plot. I mean, you can use it for literally everything, but there's two things that we're gonna be using it for today. We've got compass mode, and then we have the rangefinder mode. So what we're gonna do with the compass mode is we're gonna make sure that this pit blind is facing directly south. That's the plan. We want it to face directly south. That way, on a strong north wind, the birds are coming right in our face. On a northwest wind, they're coming over our left shoulder. On a northeast wind, they're coming over our right shoulder. On a south wind, we're shooting them in the butt, okay? Then two, rangefinder is gonna tell us exactly how far away we are from where the birds are gonna be. And so we're gonna know exactly how to build this kill hole. So this right here, if you guys are new, was a huge timber. It wasn't like a forest, but it was just timber, tons of trees everywhere. Well, we came in last year with Chad the Dirt Guy, and we plowed all the trees, we cleared it, we packed it, and then we actually flooded it late last season, and we shot a ton of ducks, okay? This year it's gonna be even better. You know why? Because we managed this property here, kept it mowed, and it actually stayed pretty moist with all the rains we had, and all of this grew up to barnyard grass, natural duck food, if you will. I mean, the whole thing is seeds that are natural, it's moist soil management, essentially, okay? So what that means is this whole thing is just a giant dinner plate filled with food for the ducks. We've got the well put in to flood the sucker. And so what we've got here is, we know we roughly want the pit blind here. We need to figure out exactly how big to make the kill hole, because your kill hole, you want it to be water. You know, you don't want a bunch of junk in the kill hole. You want just a nice, like a big cushy blanket of water for them to come. Then they land, then they swim over into the food, and they go, and they keep eating, okay? So what we don't want to do, Banjo, even though we've got the golden tooth, okay? And you can shoot a long ways with the tooth. Here's what I want. When a bird lands in the water, I want to know, hey, he's down.
SWAT him.
Hey, look at that, the old SWAT.
Coming soon.
Hey, SWAT, big SWAT guys. Hey, just saying. So what we need to do is we need to figure out where we want to put the pit blind, use the rangefinder feature on OnX to figure out exactly how far, how far are you shooting with the tooth, Banjo? What do you think? How long are you lethal?
Putting that long range in.
How lethal?
Last year, do you remember that one you shot last year with before it was golden?
Yeah.
Tooth. Got him.
Holy sh**. I'd say the long range has some long range, my friend. I mean, a long ways.
If it's within 80, I'm pulling the trigger.
What? Huh? 80?
From here to the
I don't know if I'm gonna kill it, but I'm pulling the trigger. Yeah.
All right, so what do you think?
35 is like, if there's a group at 35, we're probably not killing.
I bet the two's 50. You think two's getting 50?
50?
You think two's 50?
I think you could kill one at 50.
Easy.
For sure.
Oh, easy.
Okay, all right. So we'll do some more thinking on the distance. But that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna use OnX. I said we got to figure out out exactly how to make it due south. That way we know exactly which way the birds are gonna be coming. So if it's perfectly south, then in the morning when you're setting your spread, you can stand in front of it and say the wind's coming out of the northwest, which means they're gonna come here, put a big J right there, put a pocket there, and then you get them. So that we're doing strategic duck hunting here with OnX. And like I said, then we'll figure out the distance from the pit blind out here, and then we can come in here and we can make sure that there's not a ton of tall grass in our kill hole. The rest of it, hey, it's a buffet, if you will. But we wanna make sure our kill hole is nice and clean and not too big. There's nothing worse than decoying birds and they go and they land on the other side of the pond. You're like, son of a, you want them to land right in front of you and then you shoot them. So that's the plan. So, all right, so we need to figure out exactly where we want this sucker. We've got some rough flaggage just to give us an idea, and I'll pull up OnX. Now we marked this blind out. How many months ago was that? That was a long time ago.
Almost a year ago.
It's been a long time since we marked it out. So this is where we had it. Before, when we flooded it and shot all those birds, we had a temporary blind right here. Oh, look at this rig. Oh, look. What's he doing? Here, hang on.
Get it.
Get it. Crikey, mate.
Crikey.
Hey, hey,
Get him.
hey.
He gonna get you.
Hey, hey.
Let him bite you.
Hey!
Not pit blind.
No. Crikey, mate.
He's gonna get you.
Crikey. Ah, crikey.
Let him bite you.
Hey, you see what we got dangling here? You know how big of ones we're gonna find in the pit?
Oh yeah.
Son.
You're gonna love it in there.
Hey, look at him.
Oh, he gonna get you.
Get him. Go! Get him.
Get Banjo's finger.
Get him. He's trying to lick you, I think.
pissed. Yeah,
Kinky
he's
little
angry.
sucker is what he is.
Hey, don't lick me. I don't like
no,
that.
he's upset. Let him go.
Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, let's get OnX up, figure out what we're dangling with here. All right, so what you guys are looking at here is the design. So I'm the blue dot. See, we're pretty close. We're pretty close where the other pin was. So we've got, we want to put another west blind there, not an underground one, but we want to do something. So we're pretty much right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to tools and I'm gonna go to compass. So I'm standing about right in the middle of this sucker. So if you stand here like this, due south. Right there. You like that?
Yeah.
Due east. No, the west.
Yeah, west would be.
East?
It's east.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
We're lined up on the Never Eat Soggy Waffles rig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much so flag to flag, toe to toe. What do you think? South?
South it is.
Jack goes, yep.
There's the sun.
There it is. Yeah. Look at him. All right, Banjo. So now
You want me to be the duck in your
I gotta range find you. Well, actually, I need to probably go. It'd be easier if I do this.
you want me
Then I can drop a
Yeah,
pin
yeah.
on the blind
Yeah.
that I already have dropped here. What'd you say, 80, you crazy son
Yeah,
of a...
he's psycho.
Huh?
What's your guess on how far the edge of our kill hole
Okay,
is?
so right now, if I'm a duck...
And you land right at the edge.
Oh yeah, I'm toast. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I'm toast.
You think like right here?
Yeah, I feel like this is good. It starts to get high right here too.
Okay,
Oh yeah, you're clapping this thing.
37.
40 yards.
You say 80, son?
That's twice as far as this.
Across the impoundment.
He's confident.
What do you think, 50s? Maybe a little stretch?
50 might be a little far, honestly. This looks
Golly,
far.
son,
You see Banjo over there?
You're dead.
you're telling me
You look small from this far away. Imagine what a duck looks like.
Dead duck.
53, son.
There ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no 80?
Yeah.
Ain't
I
no-
said 35.
Ain't no way.
37's
I think me in the
40.
middle, 40. Okay, let's go to 40. This is slick, I'm not gonna lie. Look out, Chad's swinging.
He's cooking.
Here's 38. So
40?
I'd say right about in here.
I mean, yeah, it's nice and tall.
Right in here. What do you think, Banjo? Then you've got your kill holes, just basically a circle, like a half circle, like a 3/4 circle, if you will, because the water will go up that way. So you've got a 3/4 circle here in a 40-yard radius. If you're using the tooth,
You're
I
good.
think you're legal
Oh, yeah.
and lethal, okay? So that's essentially the plan. I like where we've got it flagged out. I don't see any reason why to move it. We've got the pin drop. We know that this is the lowest, one of the lower spots on the property, which means it should have the most, look out, he's digging.
Well, it's going where it's going.
That's where the pit's gonna be, whether you like it or not. So, huge shout to OnX for sponsoring today's video. Like I said, if you guys wanna check this app out, if you're a hunter and you haven't used it, honestly, I don't know what you're doing, but if you haven't, make sure you use promo code FLAIR. You'll save yourself 20% off. But that's what we're gonna use today to get this place dialed in. As we come around and kind of mow and get everything situated, we're gonna continue using this to make sure, this is gonna be some precise waterfowl property development. You guys stay tuned. right, well, we got the hole. It's a hole, okay? So, but we've got Dylan from High Tech. He's the one who built it. He is the mastermind behind this sucker. He does a lot of things, not just builds pit blinds, but he's a man of many trades, many talents, and I have yet to get his opinion on our hole digging abilities. But what's happening?
How are you, man?
How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
You're the brains behind the operation.
Kinda, yeah.
What do you think of my hole?
It's large. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. Is that good, or it's better to be a little big than too small, right?
That's all right. We can always fill it back in.
Okay, so how many pit blinds have you built?
So this is actually my third one I've built.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, third time's the charm,
Right,
I hope.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
How'd the first two go?
Pretty good.
Okay.
He said this is the biggest he's ever built.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's badass.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited to see it. Should be here, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, he wasn't very far behind me. He just rolled through Fremont. a little
Okay,
bit.
all right, so we're getting close to what? Walk me through, what's this rig we got going on here?
So this is a 45-ton crane. We got two of these at home. We do a lot of leg erection, steel erection, grain handling stuff. That's kind of our bread and butter, but I like hunting, and so I like to build stuff like this, so here we are.
All right, so this is the rig we're gonna use. Yeah. So it's coming in on a semi, like a flatbed, right, I assume? And this is what we use to pick it up. So it's a literal, I don't know if I've ever seen one, it's an actual crane.
Yep, so you can literally roll these into a job site, pick up, they're 45 tons, so full package and everything, you can pick 90,000 pounds of them.
Whoa.
Mine's about 11, so we're good.
Okay, well that's good. Look at that, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen one with like an actual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's an actual crane on a truck.
We've owned a dozen of these things.
Really? They seem handy for,
yeah,
especially
they're
for
so
stuff like this. So if somebody watching this thinks, hey, maybe I want my own luxurious pit blind, who do they reach out to and how do they get a hold of you?
So I'm with High Tech in Gibbon, Nebraska. Call me, message me on Facebook, reach out to me.
Okay, we'll get it done. All right, well, the information will be down below if you want to check it out. Again, you guys, you're probably not sold yet because you haven't seen it yet. You showed me like 3 photos and a quick little Snapchat video, okay? But we're excited. Should be here pretty quick. So the hole's big enough for sure, right? I assume.
Yeah, they're adding a little in there.
Throwing a little bit in there. So we ran into some water, which, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on one of these deals. So now we're throwing a little bit of dirt in there. We're gonna kind of pack it around this big. You think that rig can make it all the way back here?
I don't know. That one low spot, that's gonna be where it dips.
He's
gonna be close. So if we have to, you got a gooseneck, don't you?
I have a goose.
So if we
I got a
goose. Offload it. We can do that.
Yeah, we can give it the old swap if we absolutely have to. So he should be here soon. Chad's gonna finish getting the hole kind of situated. Hopefully get the blind out here, set in the ground. I'm excited. This is gonna be. What'd you say it weighed?
11,000.
Is he letting you operate that thing?
Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, it looks cool. Like we'll have to go check it out because I've never seen a crane like the cab part of it on the actual truck itself.
Yep.
But it's gonna be sweet. So Chad's looks like he's about to look how much dirt we got. And the backfilling job's gonna be a few days here. I don't think we're gonna. I was planning on having this whole thing done today. Yeah, I think I was a little optimistic, but oh yeah, hey. Fill it with fish. We don't need a duck hunt out of this sucker. We're gonna throw a little bit more dirt on there, smooth it up, pack it up. The goal is, once it's in, you don't want it to float, you don't want it to sink, you want it to sit just right. It's gonna be a little tricky, but you guys stay tuned. Look at this sucker, wah-bam! It's here and it is not small. I mean, look for reference.
Yeah. You could fit a few
I
banjos
think a couple ducks will die, hopefully. This thing, it's massive. I've never seen one, like I've seen big pit blinds, but never out of the ground. This thing is absolutely a tank. How you getting in this rig?
I don't know.
So that right there, that's a Lucy box, okay? We got one on each side for the pup. This is the propane holder, okay? How's it look? Can you see anything?
Never ran banjo.
Show him the hole for me out of focus now. Right here. Guys. Imagine Andrew popping out and shooting a mallard. Actually a coot.
Nice holes. Bandon just got your guys' hole shot for us. So anyways, we're getting situated to figure out exactly how we're going to spin this thing around, and then we got to obviously get in the crane and do crane things, but it is massive.
You running the crane?
I mean, hey, if he'll let me, I'll get in that son of a gun. That is so big, dude.
It's large. 24-hour challenge right now.
I told you we're gonna have a kitchen in this sucker. All right, well, now we gotta get in position to crane it. Fingers crossed that the, well, actually we have to put these on, so that's what these are for. This is, you might be thinking, FLAIR, if you put this in the ground, it's just gonna whoop, pop up like a bobber. You're right. We've got these feet that we've got to bolt on that'll basically give it a platform, so that way if it tries to float up, it should keep it down. So first we got to get in position, then we got to bolt them on, then we got to crane it, then we got to set it. Fingers crossed the hole we dug is perfectly level. Then we backfill it and we're ready to kill birds. So stay tuned.
You gonna get up here for this first look inside this thing when we open it up?
Yeah, come on
here.
up. Oh, I need 2 people to take the lid off.
I mean, the fact that you could like lay down and take a nap back here.
Oh, yeah.
Easy, Banjo, easy. Don't break it. Man, just breaking it.
How you breaking her?
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's in his pit line now. Oh, hey, this is open. Climb over here and just step into this. Lucy's box.
Break Lucy's box.
Oh. Oh. Huh.
All right, grab that.
Open her up.
Holy smokes.
Oh, God, yeah.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal. Holy cow.
No.
Look what we got dangling here.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
This is sick.
Okay, all right, this is awesome. Look at 3 staircases, come up to the shooting deck. Huh, dead. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. This is awesome. This is sick. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we got little steps that go out here too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, show them the...
Yeah. So this was a last second edition. We got Lucy's dog box. One on each side, by the way, if you have 2 dogs. But I was like, Lucy, you know, she's not much of a go sit by herself kind of person. She wants to be with us, but I want to also let her see. Remember, that's the issue. She's always sitting in the back, then she gets pissed. So we designed a fast food drive-through window for Lucy.
Yeah.
So she hops in here, she can sit, well, obviously we'll grass it up, she can get out, she can hop back down, come back in here, send her back up, and if you want to shut it, you can.
So she gets wet, comes in here and shakes on us, and then gets back in her dry box.
Yeah, in her probably heated dry box.
Oh, you can sit a little heater right there by the open door.
Yeah. That way we can sit there and pet her, but then if the birds come, she can pop her head back up and we can put something above her.
Hi, dog jerky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is
sick.
insane.
That's awesome.
This turned out better than I expected, better than I could have imagined. Now we gotta put the feet on, get this sucker in the ground. Stay tuned. Shoo! All right, we got the feet on. It's time. Oh, she's going. She's up. I don't stand under it. Look out. She's going, boys. She's up. She's mobile. Hopefully she don't snap. I'm gonna get back a little bit. You never know. Got a lot of faith in them straps you got going on there.
Do a 360 spin first.
Gotta give them the 180.
180, yeah, not the, well, you can do 360 for fun.
360 trick shot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is insane. This is crazy. I've never seen nothing. We have a crane putting in a duck blind. I never seen nothing like it. I'm gonna be honest.
How's he spinning?
He's got, wow. Look, just showing it off.
Yeah.
Look at that. Can you imagine? Ching!
I think your hole's big enough.
Yeah, I'd say I got the excavated part good to go. Look at, oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. Oh God, yeah. It's going. We're putting it in the hole. Good news is the hole is extra large. I can tell he's operated this crane at least twice.
Yeah.
Well, he said 3rd pit blind, so maybe it's the 3rd time they're operating. What do you think?
Maybe.
He's pretty good at the crane. I gotta get a little better POV. That corner. That way, northeast corner. I'm gonna get a bird's eye view even though you guys got the drone. Oh God, yeah, this is the way to do this. Oh yeah, they're lowering it down, boys. Yeah, I'd say our hole's plenty big. I think we might have overestimated the depth, width, circumference. Because it's, yeah, we didn't need to dig that much. But it's okay, you better be safe than sorry. You always wanna make sure the hole's bigger than the object you're trying to fit in it. It goes for a lot of things in life. Oh yeah, baby. Sheesh. Now, the curious part is when he sets it. Okay, this thing weighs 12,000 pounds, and it's sloppy. It's like a marsh muck. You can't even walk in it. I'm curious what's gonna happen when plop this thing down. Right in the hole. Yep, right in the hole. Now we're swinging. Now the wind picked up, I think. She's touching on the front. It's hard to tell. It looks like she might be leaning that way. It's touching on the front, but not really the back, right? That thing is not small. I'm gonna say it. Not small. All right, we're gonna release it. We're gonna see how it settles. Because right now it's sitting a little high. See if letting it all the way out might settle it out. She's released. It's hard to tell from here. It looks like it's going back, but that's just, I'm not at a great angle from here, I'll be honest. Well, good news, it didn't sink much. So you got that going for you. Bad news, I got about 3 days worth of backfilling. Shoot! it's in the hole, boys. It's looking good. I like it. Chad's gonna start backfilling. We're probably not gonna get it all backfilled today. He's gotta leave about 2:30, like an hour or so. He's gonna get what he can. I'm gonna grab the skid, and we don't wanna backfill it all the way, because we also wanna let it sit overnight and just make sure it doesn't settle. You know, if it settles, we'll have to pick it up with the excavator and it'll be this whole fiasco. But I'd rather do it now than after if you backfill it, then you gotta excavate it. That's tricky, because excavating around all that metal is just dangerous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill the hole in, except for like the stuff that's actually up against the blind itself. So obviously we've got a ton of extra excavation. We went way too crazy on the hole, but again, we just wanted to be extra safe and make sure that, you know, we didn't run into any issues if we had to pivot something. But it all is working out. When you got big machinery like this, and Chad the Dirt Guy, and a little extra dirt, never hurt nobody. So I'm gonna go grab the skid. We're gonna start backfilling this sucker, and hopefully be ready to get this thing outfitted. We are going, probably not today, but we are gonna be fully customizing the inside. We're talking lights, TVs, couches, kitchens. I mean, full living quarters. I want this to be my office in the hunting season, so I can just sit in here all day long, shoot birds as they come in, edit videos, whatever we gotta do. We're gonna make it happen inside here. So I'm gonna go grab the skid loader and get to backfilling. Stay tuned. Folks, well, it's the next day. As you can tell, we got her backfilled and ready to rock and roll, and she is protruding from the ground slightly, but that's what we wanted to do. We initially thought we dug it a little too deep and there was water, and I was like, let's just throw a little bit of dirt in there. That way we're not sitting in water and it's a little bit more elevated. I think it's okay. It's got a little bit of a hump, but here's what we're gonna do. Not in today's video, but before big duck season starts, we got a couple weeks. Come in here with the old bulldozer, and now that we know there's quite a bit of dirt here, we were worried it was sand because there's sand down there, but this was a lot of dirt. You guys saw it was like pretty much topsoil. We're gonna with our dozer, and we're just gonna scrape in front of the blind, because right now we're only at like, you know, 8 to 12 inches of water. I'd like to get to that 12 to 18 inches of water. That way, if you need to get a bubbler in here or some motion decoys or whatever it might be, you've got the ability to do it. So I think we're gonna have Chad bring a dozer. He's gonna basically scrape out what's in front of the blind. What he'll do with that dirt is he'll just basically keep this going, and he'll blend it where it won't be this, you know, like it's like a boob. There, you just kind of stick it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just there. I don't know what else, how else you describe. What? One more time. Yeah, I know you'd like that. Anyway, so now that it's in the ground, we'll show you guys around the inside a little bit more. Obviously, you've already seen it once, but go ahead and open that door and see. The one thing I noticed when I backfill is I popped this thing. It's just a little weast, but I mean, I got a little dirty, but it ain't too bad. We'll have to bring Lucy out here and see what she thinks of this sucker, but we got her backfilled enough. It's gonna settle. The second we get a good rain, it's gonna settle around it, and then we'll have to continue to backfill it. But this is essentially kind of what it looks like. Oh, you know what I have, Banjo? I got a chair in the back of the truck. You know, grab and give it a try. See what it looks like. That way we can test out the deal. But so yeah, I mean, it's looking good. That's where the water's gonna be. Okay, and I think I don't know. It's the first pit I've really put in the ground. In hindsight, could I have dropped it maybe a foot? Maybe. But you guys saw the water coming in. The last thing you want is for these things to fill with water or poke out of the ground or whatever. It's safer to build it up, and obviously we'll plant grass around it. Like it won't look like this. Okay, well, this thing will not be looking like this either. It'll be completely covered. You're gonna have hay on it. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Like a little hidey hole guy.
Got you.
Look at that. Yeah, they're a big seat guy. There it is.
In the tip.
Right there, throw it in there. So, yeah, again, some of you pit blind connoisseurs might have something to say about it, but I think we're gonna kill birds here, and that's all that freaking matters. So, coming down here, like I said, you guys have already seen it. Huge shout out to High Tech. Those are the boys. Wow, it's surprisingly cool down here. It's way hotter up there. Yeah. This is nice. So yeah, you guys have already kind of seen this, but this is the dealio. So now, in the next video, we gotta figure out where are we gonna put the TV, okay? Where are you gonna put the camo recliner? Where are you gonna put the kitchen? We gotta figure that out, okay? One thing we thought of is I don't think we need 3 giant staircases, so we might remove a couple and just to give us more space. How's that? Huh?
Massage chair.
Excuse?
Perfect.
Huh?
You can see your decoys.
Really?
Just sit here in the grass.
You feel like you're bam. Let me see what this looks like from over here. Go ahead, sit down here. Let's see. If I'm a duck, well, we need camouflage first, but yeah, let's go over here. Oh yeah.
Imagine it's covered in grass.
Yeah. No, you look good just like that. Wham!
I mean, you could sit here and see your decoys on the water.
Yeah. So that was one thing we did, was we made the deck probably a little higher than most. One pet peeve of mine personally is when I'm in a pit blind, if I'm sitting and I can't see nothing, I get pissed off. I gotta be able to see these birds, okay? And I know it's all about concealed, right? People are like, well, FLAIR, you don't want the birds to see you. We'll fix that with ducks, camo, and grass, okay? So we made the deck a little higher than usual. You can always get seats that adjust, of course. But we wanted to make it where if I'm sitting, I can kind of sit up like this and I can see my decoys, or at least see close. That way, it's just, I don't know, to me, if you don't do that, then one person basically has to pop all the way out of the blind at all times, and he's got to be like the scout of the group. And I know that's the idea with pit blinds, is like normally guide services, you've got the guide who's watching, and then the rest of the clients are sitting down, shutting up, and not getting seen, right? It's a little different here. We're not running a guide service. So we did make it a little bit higher. So yeah, see how his head's popping out just a little bit, but if we get grass, we'll have some panels that we'll cover. We'll be fine. So that's one thing I did with this, since I got to customize this exactly what we wanted. We made the deck a little higher and the front shelf just a little bit lower. Plus, for youngsters, it'll be a lot easier. But let me give her a spin. Did she feel good? Hey. Oh yeah, it feels great. Oh my gosh. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
That's perfect. If you sit
where my head is still right here, so grass is over it, I go like that, and I can see my decoys. That's incredible.
And then when you stand, it's at your belly button.
Wham, wham. You know?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you POV. This is what it looks like. Right there. That's POV. So you can see, I go like this, I can see all my decoys, but then if I just like slouch back, now I'm tucked in and the bird should not see me. I can see the tree line and I can just look with my eyes. You shouldn't have to do that to see the birds. You should just be able to see. See, that's the thing. People are like, well, FLAIR, you need to be concealed. We'll be concealed. Movement's the biggest thing. So the issue is when somebody goes, I hear one or I see one. What does everyone do? Ha, ha, ha. And then the birds see and they leave. If everyone can just sit here like this and be having a conversation and go, yep, there's one, and just not move, and you can just look with your eyes because you can see with your eyes because you're sitting higher. In my opinion, I think you're better off. Yeah. Movement is where you get smoked. I can look like a bush, but I cannot stop myself from moving if I can't see. And the worst thing that I absolutely hate with pits is when it's like your head's down and no one's moving and they say, kill him, and then you jump up and you ain't got a single flipping clue where that duck is because you ain't been watching him the whole time. So then you get up, you're all disoriented, you're like, ah, there he is, wham, right in the ass, and he flies away. You know what I mean? That's pit blind 101 with me. For me, if I can sit here real quiet, don't move, look with my eyes, watch the bird, he's coming, kill him. Boom! By the time I stand up, hey, that sucker, he didn't even know what hit him. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you guys know where our logic is, okay? And like I said, for youngsters and stuff, they'll be obviously a little bit easier to see. And I like being able to stand and like not have my arms up like that. Like, I don't know. I think we built it right. We'll know, you know, once the season hits, obviously. I could eat my words here, but I think with the proper amount of grassing, paneling, and ducks camouflage, them birds are not going to see us, and we are going to give them the wham bam. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, next episode you see, and I don't know, maybe it could be the next episode that we upload, is going to be customizing this thing, the interior. Because again, we've got the shooting deck dialed. We've got to get some propane. That's about the only other thing on the shooting deck I can think of that we need. But we got to figure out how to make this thing Banjo's little office.
Little bunk beds or what?
Ooh, really? Little 24-hour challenge. We can do a lot of things, but we love the staircase. For hunting, it makes sense. For me, I want a TV and a couch, maybe not so much. So we might move a staircase or take them both out and build something smaller. That one I like. That one's great. You need one good one. But we might make some adjustments. I'm thinking TV, couch, full-blown kitchen, okay? You guys will let me know what else would you put in one of these. We don't have power, but we've got a solar solution, hopefully, that we can make work. But that's what we got. World's largest, maybe not the world's largest, but it's gonna be the bougiest, fanciest pit blind this side of the Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I don't know that for a fact. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Huge shout out to High Tech for building this sucker fully custom. You heard the man. Reach out in the description if you guys want out to get your own, okay? I mean, brought him out here, bring his crane, delivered it anywhere probably in the Midwest, but this thing is sweet. I've never built a pit blind, never designed one. I mean, the dog box thing I think is great. We've got a holder for propane as well. I don't know if we showed you guys that over here, but let me know, what did we forget? What are we missing? If I were to build another one, what would I do differently? Which I don't really see the need to build another one necessarily, but yeah, that's the propane. So 2 dog boxes, propane. I forgot to show you guys that, but it looks good. I mean, she's covered. We just got to get some grass going, and then like I said, we'll belly this out to get a little deeper water, and we'll just kind of blend it in. Once there's grass here, you won't even know that there's an underground duck hunting pit blind, mobile office, FLAIR B&B, catch, clean, cook station. It's gonna be doing a little bit of everything. So anyways, again, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys want to see inside the living quarters, because we are going to very, very quickly be customizing it out, because we are only like 2-3 weeks away from season. And so as soon as all the dirt work's done, we're gonna kick on the water, get it flooded. Hopefully the birds show up, figure out that, you know, they've got their natural barnyard grass to eat. They stay here opening day, wham, wham, wham. And then we do catch, clean, cook inside the kitchen, inside the pit blind. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace.